YouTube, what is going on, Lakers family? In today's video, we got some NBA news involving the Los Angeles Lakers and the Minnesota Timberwolves. So, James Piercy, the author of NBA Analysis Network, today did propose a trade for the Lakers to acquire Reid from the Minnesota Timberwolves, and the Wolves receive Gabe Vincent and Cam Reddish. Now, Reid is a very talented player, right? This offseason, he was a free agent. He was one of the main players that I wanted the Lakers to target. And there was also reports coming out that the Lakers were interested in targeting Reid this offseason, but the Minnesota Timberwolves decided to bring him back this upcoming season. And Reid agreed to a 3-year worth of $42 million contract and has a player option after the 2 seasons that he's with the Minnesota Timberwolves, because it's currently 2023. He's locked up for the next 3 seasons. 2026, he'll be an unrestricted free agent. But this past season with the Wolves, he did average close to 11.5 points per game, shooting 53.7% from the field, 4.9 rebounds, 1.1 assists, and shooting 34.6% from the three-point line. Played 68 games out of 82. He did go undrafted. He spent 4 seasons with the Wolves. He played for LSU, so he's 23 years old. He's going to continue to improve and get better. Now, the Minnesota Timberwolves have too many quality big men. Unfortunately, you got Rudy Gobert and Cat had trouble sharing the floor together this past season. And then with Reid on the bench, the Wolves had a lot of cap space and rotation minutes tied to their big man. So could they send Reid to the Los Angeles Lakers as a result? I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did closer to the trade deadline, because Reid is not eligible to get traded closer to the trade deadline after the Minnesota Timberwolves decided to send him to a new contract. And plus, he was a free agent already. Now, Reid is a combo big. He can play the 4. He can even play the 5. But his ability to stretch the floor makes him a viable fit alongside Rudy Gobert. Meanwhile, Reid is an elite defender, but he's a functional enough as a weak side shot blocker to function alongside Karl-Anthony Towns. Jaden McDaniels from the Minnesota Timberwolves, he missed the remainder of the season, right, with a wrist injury. He didn't play against the Los Angeles Lakers in Game 1 of the play-in tournament, and they lost. But Jaden McDaniels is a forward. He could even play the 4, but is likely to be an optimal on the defense end or even at the 5. He could even play the 5 position. He's 6'11", close to 7 foot, and it could work. And might not even be the best. This is a deal that could give the Wolves a better roster construction. Why the Minnesota Timberwolves do this deal is because they can move Reid if it doesn't work out, but they still need to do it. And it fit with Rudy Gobert and Karl-Anthony Towns. Meanwhile, Vincent is an ideal low-usage floor spacing guard for this roster. And they also be taking a flyer in Cam Reddish, which wouldn't hurt their team, right? Because he is looking to turn his career around. He really hasn't had the best career since he's been in the league. He was drafted by the the Atlanta Hawks in 2019. He spent 2 seasons over there, got traded to the New York Knicks, 2021 season. And then this past season, he got traded to the Portland Trail Blazers in the trade deadline, and then the Lakers signed him in free agency. He was like a restricted or unrestricted free agent. But the Wolves cannot make this move right now since they just extended Reid, like I mentioned in this video, because he was a free agent or restricted free agent after signing that new deal. So he won't be eligible closer to the trade deadline. And for the Los Angeles Lakers, you still got Gabe Vincent. He's a very talented player. He's a defensive-minded guard from the Miami Heat, so that's why the Lakers got him. Now, I do not want to move Gabe Vincent because he could be starting over D'Angelo Russell, depending who wins that point guard position, and they're going to be both fighting to start for the Los Angeles Lakers. If Gabe Vincent does work out, I could see him staying with the Los Angeles Lakers, and the Lakers move on with D'Angelo Russell because he waived his no-trade clause, which means that he could get traded if he's just disgruntled. He's not happy with his role with the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, the Los Angeles Lakers, why they do this deal is because the Wolves have 2 floor spacing big men, and the Lakers don't really have any. So, sure, Anthony Davis can knock down shots, but the odd triple, but describing him as a floor spacer would be generous, even though he's got 2 starting caliber point guards. Gabe Vincent is more of an off-ball player, where D'Angelo Russell is more of a ball-dominant player, which he could play make. These two can coexist still. The Lakers do well the Lakers do well diversify their lineup by adding a player like Reid. So meanwhile, Reid isn't just a floor spacer; he's a face-up scorer who can create some offense. His defense value is limited, but it exists. Reid can block shots even if he cannot exploit situations. In some situations, this is a good NBA player. Even the Minnesota Timberwolves have too many bigs. So, Lakers fans, NBA fans in general, you guys let me know in the comment section. How do you guys feel about this trade proposal? Would you guys want a player like Reid? I would take a gamble on him because he's still young. And you look at the Lakers, right, in free agency, they prioritize youth. You still got Cam Reddish, who's around like 23, 24 years old. You got Rui Hachimura, who we brought back, who's like 23, 24 years old. Austin Reeves, I believe he's like 25 years old. So the Lakers are very young. You got a veteran in Torian Prince. I believe he's like what? Is he like 29, 30 years old? Someone let me know in the comment section. But anyways, I'm out of here. I appreciate the support. Make sure you guys smash the subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell for future Lakers videos. And I'm out of here. Peace.